one, fight! Let me see what you can do. You!
What up, everybody? This is your boy DJ Mixmaster, and welcome back to Soulcalibur VI. Last video we did some traveling, ended up doing some secondary missions, but now we're going to go ahead and continue on with the main quest. So let's go ahead and get started. A new traveling companion. Our negotiations finished, I accompanied Kowang to his tavern, a bustling place where people offering their services negotiate with potential customers. It was there I met a rather eccentric fellow. Conditions: defeat your opponent. Alright, let's get started. Not much further now. My shop is just over there. By shop, I mean, well, it's more of a tavern than anything. As I mentioned, I'm what you'd call a middleman. I connect people who want something done with the people who can do it. You could say my merchandise is people. Ho ho ho. It was safe to say I didn't trust him. No shit. I bet he wanted to appraise potential merchandise when he asked for a bodyguard. It may not be a palace, but make yourself at home. Hey, old man. Looks like Mitsurugi. What do we have here? New blood? Indeed, and quite skilled. Yes, perhaps even more so than you, Mitsurugi. Ah, I was right. Oh, is that so? Hello there, stranger. My name is Heshiro Mitsurugi, and I'm feeling bored. How about a friendly match?
Battle 1. Fight! Let me see what you can do. You! Ready? I won't retreat! Fight! Battle 2.
Let's go, Mitsurugi. Come on. Haha! Not bad. We'll get along just fine. Yes, you really are skilled, aren't you? Mitsurugi here is my best warrior, and that's no lie. Ha 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 ha! None of the fighters here are a match for me, so it was invigorating to spar with someone of your caliber for a change. Axton here has some business in Yangalan. Business in Yangalan. Yangan? What a coincidence. So do I. I saved enough coin here to continue, so I was thinking of catching a boat there to Japan. What good fortune. Let's head to Yangan together. Always better to have some company on the road. Why not? Yes, it would be a shame to lose you, Mitsurugi. I'm going to have to rethink my plans. Thanks for all your help, Axton. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Of course, a merchant's word is his honor. Ho ho ho! Alright. Before we continue, let's where are we at? Daka shop, weapons. She's gonna purchase weapons. I looked through the trophies list, and purchasing what 50 weapons will get me a trophy, and purchasing 100 will get me another. It's good to get weapons anyway, because I might change up my style from Siegfried. Let's see. I believe that's good for now. Let's head back. Alright. The Samurai's Way. Across the seas to the east is an island country named Japan. Mitsurugi is what they call a samurai from those parts. I left my homeland to search for a legendary sword called Soul Edge. I am a warrior, sworn to the sword. I wanted Soul Edge to help prove that a blade can be stronger than any Tangenshima. I believe that's that rifle that Mitsurugi faced off against and lost to. He has a bullet wound, I think, what is it, in his left pectoral, I think? Just close to the shoulder. However, I never found it. Bah! A dog chasing his tail has more luck than I. That's our name for rifles in Japan. Even the lowliest of soldiers can become a force to reckon with if they have one of them. But the weapon isn't what makes a warrior a warrior. When I return home, I hope to prove this. I shall abandon my search and consider my journey valuable training. Many strong warriors exist throughout the world. If I had stayed in Japan, I would never have known this. But I don't know if ships have been sailing from Yagan. The old man says something peculiar is going on over there, but he's not especially trustworthy. Then why do you hang out with him? So, why do you wish to head there? I told him the commotion in Yangon was probably caused by the appearance of an astral fissure, and that I sought the power of the fissures. Astral fissures? Never heard of them. Still, the direction we head in is the same, so I shall join you. You have nothing to fear with me near. Mitsurugi gave a hearty laugh. The road ahead was long, and we were going to have to camp on the way. His company was welcome. The nightmare again. Hey! Hey! Wake up! You were screaming in your sleep. It was noisy, so I kicked you until you woke up. Everything okay? I explained to him that if I didn't absorb power from the astral fissures, I would die. Honestly, your whole tale is hard to swallow, but I can tell something's got you jumpy at least. Very well, tomorrow we hasten our pace. It had been longer than I realized since I had last absorbed the power of an astral fissure. I needed to get to one quickly. With a growing sense of urgency, I continued my journey. Rumors from Yangon. We stopped off at a village along our way, hoping to find some information on Yangon and gather supplies. Welcome, welcome! You do not look well at all, Axton. Eat heartily. Get some fire in your belly. Who knows what awaits us on the road ahead? A true warrior must be fully prepared to fight at all times. So in other words, I won't complain if you want to order a feast. We intend to go to Yangon, but we heard things are rough there. Do you know anything? At the mention of Yangon, the shopkeeper's smile slipped. I hear that things there are quite bad. A number of people were attacked, and when they caught the culprit, it turned out to be one of the townspeople gone mad. Soon, more and more people began acting strangely. The killings resumed, and the bodies began to pile up. That was when the panic started. You wouldn't think it now, but it used to be the most prosperous town in the area. Some of its residents have even fled here to our tiny hamlet. It was worse than I had expected. Was the astral fissure responsible? My fear for Haran's safety grew steadily stronger. I tried to reassure myself that he was capable of looking after himself. I hear the area around Yangon is teeming with mad townsfolk who butcher anyone they can find. I say this for your own safety. Turn back. Your concern is appreciated, but my friend here has no intention of turning tail. Isn't that right? I nodded to the grinning Mitsurugi, but an unease swelled in my stomach. The sharp pains in my head showed no sign of letting up either. He has come, just as I expected. You again? Because of the astral fissure, I assume. How should we respond? It is too soon to act. Stay your hand. He may be Aswell's creature, and you say we should merely stand by? You disapprove of my decision? Tracking Aswell is our priority. Besides, he seems to be headed to Yangon. We can assess the threat there. Understood. Very well. All right. We arrived at Yangon. Murderer. Are you okay? You look terrible. Well, Yangon isn't much farther. We can rest when we get there. What's that? Help! A man was running towards us from the direction of the town. He seemed to be terrified. He's gonna kill me! Help! I don't want to die! A dark figure appeared behind the man, moving with preternatural speed. In the blink of an eye, the figure mercilessly struck down the defenseless man. Then the dark figure noticed us. Waves of fury and bloodlust sent a sickening chill down my spine. Without hesitation, I readied my weapon. Oh no. And that's when I realized it was Haran. Something was very wrong. His eyes glowed like embers and his face was twisted into a menacing snarl. Blood covered his tattered clothes, barely concealing bulging muscles, which looked more like those of a monster than a well-trained fighter. There was no trace of Haran's calm demeanor and ready smile, but it was without a doubt him. You. His voice was a bestial growl. A mad grin broke across his face as he licked the blood from his weapon. He stared at me for a long moment, then turned and ran toward Yangan. So that's one of these mad townsfolk, huh? Vicious. The man Haran murdered laid still before me. I couldn't believe what I'd just seen. What's wrong? Still in shock, I explained everything to Mitsurugi. I see. As a friend, you wish to help him, right? That may not be possible. I have fought many a warrior in my time, so I can tell. He gloried in that kill. If he's that far gone, I doubt we'll be able to reason with him. He might be beyond our help. What had happened to Haran? I thought back to what Zoslamel had told me. Many malfested lose all sense of reason, become violent, and attack people. Astral fissures exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it, or turn them into a malfested. It was likely that Haran had been transformed into a malfested by the astral fissure in Yangan. While I stood there lost in thought, a young man appeared and approached us. Excuse me, do you know my brother by any chance? He must have been talking about Haran. Looking closer, I saw that the young man had the look of a martial artist to him. My name is Haru, that murderer, Haran. He's my brother. Haru knelt down next to the corpse of the man from town. He's become something terrible. After a silent prayer, Haru slowly stood up. Yangan is fraught with danger. Come with me. I tried, but I could not stop Haran, so I have a favor I need to ask of you. Judging by his stride, Haru was injured. Nevertheless, he appeared filled with determination. Haru's resolve. Please forgive me for interrupting your journey. I asked him what happened to Haran. After my brother returned from his journey, how can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently, he's seen something similar on his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began acting stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grew needlessly violent. Then one day he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, well, you saw for yourself. He became a monster. Soon, many others became like Haran, and they began slaughtering each other. However, none could match my brother's martial prowess. I never thought I'd see his training used for such evil. For a short while, we all fell silent, and Haru looked at me, his eyes filled with determination. I practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind, and strong. He would help anyone who needed it without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him. End his suffering. Haru's injury was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remained strong. Man. He was such a noble dude. I have to see if he can be saved. I searched hard for another way, be it through medicine, magic, anything. But every road led to failure, and nothing I could do helped. None in Yangon who suffered the same fate as my brother could be brought back either. Haru's expression was filled with pain, but his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize the strength of his resolve. There may still be a way. In Lingcheng-su, where my brother and I studied, people spoke of a legendary old man who may know how to resist this evil. I wonder if he's talking about Edgemaster. But the stories about him were always vague. And besides, it would take many a day simply to reach the temple. You sure? None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yangon will become a ghost town, and my brother's sins are already too many. If he were in my position, he would do the same thing. Haru's voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother's to show up during these dark times. For eyes so young, they seemed filled with exceptional resolve. I knew that I, too, would have to prepare myself for what lay ahead. Decisions. Haru had made up his mind. Now it was my turn. Haran had fallen victim to malfestation, and I had to decide what to do. Conditions. You have reduced health and your opponent has increased attack power. Defeat them. There's gotta be another way. Haru led us into the forest where he said he would find Haran. He said we would find Haran. Here. This is where my brother and I used to train. The forest was eerily quiet. However, I could feel unfriendly eyes following our every move. You came. Haran stepped out from the shadows. Draw your weapon. I thirst for blood. Haran breathed erratically like a possessed beast, and his eyes were filled with an insatiable bloodlust. He was ready to attack at any moment. Haran! Stop all of this already, please! Haru, give it up. You cannot stop me. I was both shocked and sad to see what Haran had become. I asked him how a warrior like him could lose control like this, and he froze. I may have looked like a decent human being, but I always knew that was not so. A dark shadow dwelled in my heart. I wanted to become like this, to crave the sight of blood, to know the ecstasy of tearing into flesh. These were the ravings of a madman. I trained my body and mind to keep the darkness within from escaping. But the stronger I became, the stronger the conflict within me grew. Why did I seek strength? Why? I knew why. Haran, Haran readied his weapon, then let out a terrifying howl. Do you think yourself a true warrior? Then prove it! Show me the darkness that lies inside you.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh snap, okay. Way powerful. Way more powerful. Alright, so far so good.
Battle 2. Fight! To victory! I won't retreat!
Let's go, son. Woo! Haran laid on the floor, defeated. My head throbbed and the world spun. I wasn't sure if it was because of the adrenaline or the influence of the astral chaos. I had to decide what to do about Haran. I can't kill him. If he was kind of like maybe something like Mitsurugi, maybe a little less, then I would kill him, but I just can't. With a sharp rap to the head, I knocked Haran out. Haran! Despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. Axton. As long as there was hope, I had to try and save him. Carrying the unconscious Haran, we made our way to Haru's retreat.
Your soul surges in your body.
Let's keep going and see a deal. The road to Lingxing Su is long. We should prepare well. This fool could go wild at any moment. Perhaps we should tie him up. Haru helped me prepare for the journey ahead. Even Mitsurugi did his part. I left the retreat to find horses. My head throbbed with pain. I thought about Yanyan. Heading to Lingxing Su meant giving up on the astral fissure. Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. What do you intend to do with the outsider? A man dressed in black was standing within striking distance. I hadn't even noticed him approach. Let's see, he says stranger. I have no clue. He knows about Haran, so it can't be. It must be about Mitsurugi. You could easily be playing dumb, but I have no way of being sure. Let us make a deal. I have medicine that will temporarily suppress the evil gnawing at the heart of this outsider. He is talking about Haran. Wow. It is yours, if you agree to meet me at a place of my choosing after you finish your task. This medicine will only suppress the evil temporarily. I cannot restore this outsider to what he once was. When you have done what you must do, head west to Corania. You'll find a ruined castle. What you seek lies there. Oh, and come alone. Do you not understand that you are but one of many who seek it? Make haste. With those final words, the man simply vanished. The Five Rings Recruitment Agency. You can now employ the services of Yangon's recruitment agency. There you will find a wide selection of mercenaries you can hire for gold. If you run into a difficult mission, consider employing the services of a mercenary. Mercenaries. Mercenaries are NPCs that can help you on missions. A contracted mercenary will fight in the place of the player for one mission. Contracting a mercenary. Before starting the mission, press the options button, select mercenary, and select the character you wish to use. The mercenary will fight your opponent before you, and if they win, you beat the mission. However, if they lose, you will have to fight as normal. You can supply mercenaries with weapons and food you have collected. This lets you put weapons that don't match your style to good use. Mercenaries can only be equipped with weapons that match their own style. Weapons equipped by mercenaries are returned to the player at the end of the mission. Okay. Let's see if there's anything for me. The Flambridge. I just have just enough. Let's go ahead and equip the weapon. Clockwork. This is safely, right? Okay. Alright. So with that, I believe this is a good place to take a break. Next video, we'll continue on with the story. Like and comment on the video, subscribe for more gameplay. And with that, see ya. Peace.